Hello, my name is Alex Rowe, and I did my humanities creative project in Minecraft to make it kind of like a virtual video game interactive exhibit. I actually made the start of the museum our Elkins classroom, so you can see like this is where all the seats are, your podium, and I had a really good idea of making the screen that you do your presentations on actually be some sort of portal that allows you to do the time traveling. So we're going to be starting with the before modern era for Europe. As you can see, the person on that tower was the king. He's overseeing the land with his nobilities, and the majority of the people on the lands are farmers and peasants. They're just doing the farmers' work. You can even see like young children there to show the aspect that children were really just considered young adults at the time. And now we've entered the 19th century before World War One, and I chose Crimea around 1830 because this was the prime time of Florence Nightingale, the founder of modern nursing. At the time of when she was starting to work as a nurse, nursing wasn't really considered a profession. And when she went over there, she found that many of the soldiers during the war at the time were dying of disease. And she actually used empirical evidence and empiricism to combat those reasonings of why they were dying to the disease. And because of that, she was able to really make a lot of progress and make nursing a respectable profession. I'm going to be showing the impact that she had on this same exact village to show that the amount of changes that she had with the sake of progress. And it's really just used to show the power, the impact that she had on MWC, because she was an advocate of empiricism, which is one of the core three concepts of modernism that we've learned. And now this is the 20th century before World War II. So I chose Russia around 1928 when Joseph Stalin rose to power. Uh, you just saw the school right there. And if you look around, everyone's in unison. Everyone's really happy. There's no conflict. Here's a working opportunity. Everyone had an equal opportunity to work. No prejudice. Anyone can shop. And this was really meant to show Langston Hughes's trip to the USSR, where he was shown what communism wanted them to show him. And one thing that I wanted to show you right now was that I was using a male skin for this game this entire time, but I actually changed it to a female model to show that women also had equal opportunities in the USSR, and how Langston Hughes was a really big fan of that, along with how there was no racism. But at the same time, it was kind of like a dark side, because right here on the outskirts, I have a gulag filled with many people that Stalin was just paranoid about. And overall, I focused on these two aspects because it just shows Russia's unique take on MWC with their form of communism, which is to showcasing the progress of MWC. And now we've entered the 20th century Cold War era, and I really wanted to show this really destroyed battlefield that represents Korea during the Korean War. On this side, you have a red sphere of influence representing communism, and on the other side, you're going to be seeing a blue sphere of influence, which is actually democracy in the United States. And as you can see there on both ends, they're fighting each other, and devastation is in the middle, all for the sake of their own progress to promote their way of life and the devastating effects of the Cold War. And now, post modern era, you can see a lot of people beyond this wall. During this era, nationalism was like really strong, and there was a lot of questions of who was who and who was allowed in. So I made that wall to symbolize the United States wall that separates itself from Mexico, to really showcase the impact of national identity by representing immigration.